Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to show you a very cool trick you can use to make atonal atmospheric sounds with MTransformer, which is a pitch transforming tool which you can use to pitch up and down signals and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But we're gonna use it to get rid of the tonality of a signal and turn it into something which doesn't really have a specified key sound, and then you can use that for really cool effect sounds, really cool atmosphere sounds. I have a few examples lined up which I'm gonna let you listen to, and we'll also make one or two sounds from scratch so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Alright, here's the project. I quickly set this up because I really want to show you this trick. As you can see, we have 5 sounds here. Some are a bit long. I'm not going to play them in its entirety, but to give you an idea what you can do with this trick, here are a few examples. That's one of the sounds I made. Here we have another one. Nice little atmosphere. We have a third here. Very dark, drony feeling, and a little bit of a lighter version. And then finally we have this one here, which sits a little bit in between all of them. So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to show you how I actually made this trick, or how I made these sounds. Believe it or not, all of these sounds were made from saw waves, and just one of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly get us a saw wave, and we're going to play it, and you can hear normal saw wave here, nothing really strange. What I am going to do for now is I'm going to make a quick little MIDI clip so we have something to trigger it, and I'm going to trigger the saw wave on G1. Actually, I'm going to trigger it on G0. The reason for this is we want to get as much of the spectrum as possible, and to kind of show you what's going to go on, I'm going to show you a spectrum, and I'm going to pop it up here so we can really see. This is a normal saw wave in the spectrum. What you might not know, that this doesn't really represent the distances between each harmonic very well. As you can see, there's a lot more space between them here than there, and that is kind of true, but to get a better understanding of the shape, in this case we're going to use the linear setup, which you can see here looks like this. I'm quickly going to loop this so we can actually see what's going on. You can see here we have a neat little saw wave spread out in a bit of a different way. You can see here we have, for example, 5K, 10K, 20K, and or 20K. Here is 15, and it's a linear version instead of a logarithmical like you're probably used to. So we're going to use this for the trick, and I'm going to use a plugin called MTransformer, which, if you have the bundle, can be found in the pitch shift section of the Melda bundle. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up its initial or its default preset, and you'll see we have this transformation thing here. Now what this does is it allows you to move any frequency of the waveform to any other frequency. So let's say I want to move the very lows all the way up to the high end. I can just do that. And if you look at this, I'm quickly gonna put this on the second screen so you can see we're getting a really weird kind of sound out of that. You cannot really see it. What we're in this particular case are going to do is we're going to turn the spectrum upside down. So what we're doing is we're taking all the low frequencies and putting them up high, and all the high frequencies are going to go to down the bottom. So that kind of squishes the wave for the spectrum, and kind of put all the main frequencies down there and some other frequencies up here. And now we can kind of play with this effect. We can get something like this. Maybe we want to this up a little bit. We want to start slightly lower. Now I'm finally gonna open this up and set the quality mode of this thing up a whole lot. What you will hear is that we now have a slight delay when playing it, but we get a nicer tone out of it. So now all we have to do is I'm gonna turn the loop off, and I'm gonna add a bit of reverb, set it to 100% and give it a nice long decay time. And we get this nice atonal texture, which is really cool. Quickly gonna delete this because I want to show you another example, and I don't want to have to deal with that timing issue again. So I'm just gonna duplicate this. For now we'll take the delay off, and I'll show you another thing you can do with this, because you don't have to flip it upside down. You can obviously do all kinds of crazy shapes. Maybe I just want to like squash it a little bit like so. So we'll take the highest or the lowest frequencies and turn them up, take the highest frequencies and turn them slightly down. As you can see, we're getting a whole weird mess out of that because it's self-modulating stuff. And let's actually turn it up and see if that helps a little bit with this. You can see that this is more stretched out than it normally is, and we also have a lot more going on in this area here. And maybe what you can actually do is you can turn it like this to get particular tones, and you can also use the analyzer here. You can hear that the main tone, the fundamental, is now very high in frequency, and you can also see it because it's sitting down there. You can see almost an inverted saw wave series there. You can see these harmonics are corresponding to the lowest frequencies being turned above the higher frequencies we have here. So that's what that's doing. We might be able to actually turn this all the way down and get some cool results out of that. Makes it a little bit darker. Turn it up slightly. Like that. We have a nice mid-range tone we can use, and then it's just a matter of putting a fully wet reverb on there to get that nice little atmosphere we're after. So yeah, I hope this helps, and it allows you to make these nice little atmospheres. You can experiment with this a lot. For example, in these cases, I actually had a much longer tone and started modulating some of the parameters of MTransformer over time to get kind of cool different sounds, like pitch rising stuff and turning the pitch down and stuff like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm always open for suggestions, and yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hoppa!